Ohayo! My name is Minomitoko and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club Part 2. Now, last time we joined the Literature Club because Sayori wanted us to, and we also wrote our first poem, but we haven't seen it yet. So, let's get into it and see how day 2 of club activities will turn out. Hi again, Minato. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Minato. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too? I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Capiche? Oh, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in a club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. That Natsuki is an interesting girl, to say the least. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys! Minato always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking or cleaning my room. Oh, how dependable. Well, Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Well, is that so? Oh, you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Minato can become good friends too. Yeah. Sayori, please. Sayori? Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Well, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Well, what is it? Well, never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do now? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me, this one, to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Well, is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, well, you know, discuss it if you want it. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Well, Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Mine! It's mine now. Thank you. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in a corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Oh well. Are we going into the closet or is it just... What was that transition? Man, it's looked like no one wants to be bored today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related, like by myself like this? Read the book, maybe? Maybe not read the book? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. That's what I just said. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. You're lacking motivation and stuff and now you're too tired? That doesn't sound too healthy. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's not more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Oh, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! She really is a fan of cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Oh, Sayori. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry now. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. So you really do lack motivation, and you wish to better yourself in that regard, maybe? I can't help but wonder why it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Too close. Gosh, too close. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping in like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's... It's a secret! I knew it. Oh, come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? Not in that sense, Sayori. You are clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Okay. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either, and there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Ooh, burn! Eh? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Seriously now? That's more than flirting, isn't it? So the two of those like each other? And they didn't notice or what? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is usually why I don't play dating sims, because of such situations and images, and too cute. Oh gosh, I hope the horror part is coming soon. This is so funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of things. I was thinking that too. Thanks for putting it into words, Sayori. Yeah, don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Well, I guess. Be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Don't touch her boobs. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Well, actually school uniforms are quite expensive in Japan. I guess like 250 bucks a piece or something like that. I don't remember it correctly, but I mean, you get that for like 3 years. And then you need 2 sets of those at least, because if one gets dirty, you need to wash it, of course. So, and why is there skin showing here? I really don't like this, such over-sexualized high school girls and stuff. I don't really get it, why it's that way, but apparently it is a thing even in Japan. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. So we could do that tomorrow to her all over again, or what? Oh gosh. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Your logic? And why are you saying like that it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. So you do like us. Just stand on top of a hill and scream, I love you! And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Yes, you did. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal then. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning? You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Yeah, Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Finally, it's that time of the day. Minato, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yep. My relaxation ends right there. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I never really done this before. Well, in my case, I was thinking of Undertale and Sans and stuff, so... Inspiration? I hope it turned out good, though. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. That really shows the two characters. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Poem reading time. Nice music. Which one should I choose? Also, it's a dating sim, right? Well, basically, so I should go for one of these girls. And seeing that some kind of romance already started with Sayori... Does it even matter? Help. So, well, how is this even gonna work? I mean, 5 people? And you need to make pairs of 2? That leaves one person out. But Yuri was really considerate of me. Natsuki is like, I don't want to get involved with that guy. Monika is just really cheery. Let's go with Sayori. Yeah, I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. I mean, those two are close friends, right? She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Minato. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Minato poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Oh well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Minato. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Oh, thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Cute girls, right? Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold on to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine. What? The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't far from you, if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. So random. So random. Dear sunshine, I want breakfast. It's like a love letter here, and then I could sleep forever. I'm not mad. I want breakfast. So that's her morning routine then. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out now, nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Yeah, it does. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Yeah, you should eat even just a teeny tiny little piece of bread or something. You should eat something for breakfast. It's healthier. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Is that like number 1, number 2? Is that like a ranking of the girls? So then it definitely has to be Yuri, because she was nice. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Uh-oh, she doesn't like it. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Oh, don't do that. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writer is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Whoa! Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. First, yes. Second, very good critique there. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Yeah, writing a poem is really hard. I tried myself at, what was it, tanka and haiku? Well, you should know what a haiku is, and a tanka is basically a longer form of a haiku. Can I say that? Because like the haiku is just like the front part of a tanka, or the last part. I don't know. It's just like half of a tanka either way. So yeah, it's really hard to do and to get things right, to even find inspiration. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem next? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, and as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining... I have a little bit trouble to read this, sorry. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Well, if I would have read it better, it would be much more impressive. But this is beautiful. So what's your thought process behind this? I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Well, I could decipher it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. True that. Well, I just don't read script very often. True that, too. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, Minato. Really? I must totally have missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. No, I read it. I probably read it, but... well, I didn't get the point either. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul than putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Up until now, I like Natsuki the least, so Monika is next. Hi Minato, having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear that. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Yep. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Minato. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. So in the end, it was something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well... We might be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that might be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of a vibe when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring her emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. I could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. How long do we know this, Monika? Like 1 day? Something? Good gosh. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see, yep. Fake it till you make it is sometimes the way to go. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. Oh, there's more to it. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Ah. So there was a hole in the wall and you looked through it. And then, well, you didn't want it first, but you wanted, so you looked. And then someone was looking from the other way, too. Interesting story. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Yep, it can be. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess I could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Really, really good advice. Thanks for listening. Bye! So, Natsuki is the only one left. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. So... is Natsuki the tsundere type? Or wait, yandere? Which one is the other way around? Like someone who acts like they aren't interested in you, but in reality they are, but they just are. Basically they just act like Natsuki. Is it yandere or tsundere? I'm not quite sure anymore. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's cool. It reminds me of Meep Meep, I'm a Sheep from Tom Scott. Well, no, he did the animations for that one. It's from one of the ASDF movies, and there's somewhere a song on the internet. Just look for Meep Meep, I'm a Sheep. And there we go. But yeah, people can try. That's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. True that. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than realized. That's what it means to be a pro. What now? You're a pro or not? I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. You're a nice person. Phew, I guess that's everyone. And I've been recording for 40 minutes, good gosh. So, we got through this. I thought like we could take this on day by day, but I don't think so. Because each episode, like, or each day takes way too long. With all the poem reading and stuff, and then you still need to create a poem. So I guess I'm leaving this for the next episode. So what did you think of this? And what do you think of those poems? It's like, it's sad that we didn't like get a generated poem out of this, but it's like we couldn't read our own poem, but at least we know now that Sayori liked it the most, probably. I mean, Monika said so. Well, Natsuki didn't like it, of course. Yuri was like, oh yeah, you're a beginner, huh? So she didn't like it that much, but at least she gave constructive criticism, which is cool. So, yep. I guess this does it for this episode. Thanks everybody so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay true to yourselves.